I've always found that if I don't make the time to rest and recharge, then my body forces me to. And what I mean by that is that if I'm not proactively, as I go through my days, my weeks, my life, setting time aside to do rejuvenating activities, spend time in nature, look after myself, unplug, disconnect from devices, or just slow things down rather than just the push that's so relentless in our world, in our society. If I don't step back from that and just tune in and listen to what my body needs and then give it that, I've always found that my body eventually goes, hey, we're going to throw an injury at you now, or now you're going to get sick. So now you have to rest. But when I'm more proactive, when I do step back, when I pause, when I actually have a good structure going in my, usually I use my weekly routine to structure and making sure that I incorporate some restful activities. When I'm adhering to that, I can go and go and go at this really wonderful, enjoyable, consistent pace for a really, I don't become forced to stop and pause. I don't get sick. I don't get injuries, etc. Oh, eyelash in my eye. Find the thread and okay. So the reason that fuck you. Oh. I'm going to leave that in because sometimes that happens. I want that to be seen. I want people to know that and see what it's like when I'm trying to do a thing and then something happens and I lose the thread. By that I mean I lose the train of thought. Often I can get it back, but very rarely I can't, except when I'm run down, when I'm depleted. And the reason I'm making this video, the reason that this is the topic that's pertinent to me in my life today, is because for a while, for too long, in fact, I haven't been putting that time aside. I haven't been prioritizing my health, my well-being. I've been in just a pushing mindset. I had this feeling, this perception that something I was working on, I felt the end was in sight, so I just kept pushing and pushing. Meanwhile, my body was just, my energy, etc., all these things were just crashing because what I needed to do was step back, and I didn't listen to that. And now that I am, again, well, yeah, my hand's been kind of forced. If you have been following along with these daily updates, daily videos, you'll have noticed and you'll have seen and heard, especially if you're more attentive, and you'll be reading between the lines. And you might be noticing that there's been a lot of stuff going on in the background for me. I've been uncovering a lot of pain that's been stored in my body as I'm working through that. I'm uncovering lots of stored emotions, some grief, rage, resentment, a lot of things that I've been building up as I've just spent the last quite a while relentlessly pushing myself onwards. And so a lot of the things that I had been planning to do haven't happened. I've been planning to really set up a really great filming arrangement. I'm really dedicated. I'm loving it. I'm really enjoying and receiving energy from these daily videos. This is one thing that's a really strong anchor for me right now. But I've been meaning to do a whole lot of things to really boost the levels of this that I'm sharing. But I can't. I haven't had the capacity. All that I've really been able to do for the last week or more is rest, sleep, do nothing. I've almost cleared my schedule, just keeping the most minimum of commitments because I have some serious catching up to do. Carrying a lot of pain. And it's been really something I've been working with the last few days. You have ADHD. You're gonna feel things more. It's part of it. You pick up all the external senses more, the sounds and whatever in the outside world. But overall, we're more sensitive. You're gonna feel more of what's going on inside your body. I experience pain quite a lot, and I have a very high pain tolerance. I'm not saying that small things are super painful. I'm saying that when there is pain present, it occupies a large amount of my mind. And yes, I can go, okay, it hurts, but move on, which might be what I would call pain tolerance. But at the same time, there is a large volume of pain. And as an ADHD person, I'm able to experience that more. Yay, go me. But I mean, it is good, because that pain, it's a message, it's a signal. And now that I'm actually listening to it, rather than tolerating it, well, it's got some things to tell me. And yeah, I'm listening, because it's time. So, yeah. As a result, rambling, tangential, losing a lot of clarity today. I've really just been in pain and resting in bed and then stretching and did some yoga, but just doing whatever I can, but mainly just coping today. And I've jumped on to film this. I'm usually good at pulling myself into that receptive state to deliver no matter what. And that I can't is a good thing. It's a good thing to feel and realize. Yeah. I've opted generally to sort of leave a lot more of my personal life out of these videos. And there's some reasons for that. I also know that when it's contextually appropriate, it's probably going to add. But I just didn't want to make a channel all about talking about me and what's going on. I wanted to share things that were going to help you. Hopefully this does, though. And yeah. Part of what I am working on is my commitment to put out a video every single day. While this has been happening, the quality, it's had to drop. You know, my standards are super high. Like, those are my standards, as I'm sure are yours. A lot of what I've been producing is well below my previously crazy high standards. And it's been a powerful practice for me of allowing that and doing it anyway. And I'm really proud of myself. I've talked about that in a previous video, I think. Why I'm proud of underachieving or something. But it's true. That I'm showing up despite what's going on, and I'm proud of that, and I'm not bypassing it, I feel. I'm really honoring what's occurring while maintaining my commitment. And I say this not to justify or explain or go, hey, but like, I'm gonna get better soon and then the quality will be better. I'm not gonna make any commitments or promises like that at all, because it's gonna take the time that it takes, and don't feel like I'm failing in any way. God, it's so there. All right, let's wrap this up. If you've stuck around this long, awesome, thank you. I don't expect many people to do so, but if you did, thanks. And hey, you would have stuck around for a reason, so clearly something's resonating. I really appreciate it. And okay, I'll see you tomorrow. New video, new upload. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. You know the drill. Anyway, thanks again for tuning in and hearing more of something. See you tomorrow.